What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mikey Yourself. And in this week's video, we're going to address something that I mentioned a little earlier, but my problem isn't unique to my situation or the setup that I have. I've heard from viewers that they have a similar issue without the same modifications. So the question is, how do you address this problem? What is that problem? Saddlebag's too hot, right? So I'm going to walk through a situation that I have. I'll show you the heat and then how I'm going to kind of disperse that heat. And it's just a concept. It's an idea that maybe it works for you, maybe it doesn't. But nonetheless, I want to show you that it does work. And if you want to adopt it, hey, more power to you. It's a simple setup and we'll go over the details. All right, guys, so in one of my recent videos, you know that we tested out not only the sun visor concept on the 2017 Road Glide, but we're also testing out the Vega amplifier that I put in my saddlebag, and I had made a comment about it being a little warmer than I'd like it to be, and I wanted to figure out, like, how do I cool it down? And the reason why I thought that is not because of it being like a danger or whatever, but I'm thinking if I put anything in my saddlebag, that means I'm going to lessen kind of the air around it and just flow, and potentially could make things run even hotter and cause parts to fail, right? Especially with electronics, they get too hot, they'll fail. So I started thinking through, like, okay, how do I make this a better scenario? And does it apply for more than just me? Well, the reality is, yeah, folks have reported, or at least I got word that somebody even had simply a cell phone in their saddlebag and it overheated. Now the phones these days, man, they get hot real easy. They shut down, they go into like night mode, all kinds of stuff. And if you're like me and you got a black Harley, just like probably a ton of you out there, because, you know, was the default paint job, that black paint just absorbs that heat. And if you're in Arizona, Nevada, California, Texas, probably all along the South, man, you're just drawing in that heat from the days and cooking whatever is in your saddlebag. So I got my setup going right now. I'm generating a lot of heat. And the reason I'm generating that heat is because I want to show you kind of a before and after using a cooling fan. So let's check it out. So we're here in the garage. I've got my amp going, bag closed. Of course, no wind flow at all, like zero, right? It's not even ambient temperature being able to help cool this saddlebag down. It's all subject just to the heat being generated in there. And we're going to take a look at how hot this thing has actually gotten. And I'm running at about 50% volume right now. And if we look at this thermal camera, let me see if I can get a better shot of it. And you can see the heat being generated. And right now, I'm not sure if you can, let's see if I can get that glare out of there. Not sure if the GoPro is going to pick it up. But the temperature reading on the amplifier is about 140 degrees. So 140 degrees, that's decently warm, right? Now, there's nothing else in this bag. So there's nothing that's, you know, going to be in trouble or anything like that, but that's hot. And over time, if this was a super hot day, like 100+ degree day here in California, that's going to weigh and put additional load on my amplifier. And if I put anything else in there, then again, I'm just kind of contributing to the problem a little bit. So here's my suggestion for resolving. Let me grab the tripod and get you set up, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I picked this little fan up here off of Amazon. It's just a 12-volt fan. And what's really nice about this one is it's all on the backside. So you can mount that anywhere you want, because it sucks the air in through the front, the face of the fan, and then blows it out the side, right? So you don't want to block this, of course. And it tells you, you know, that's where your airflow is, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this to the amplifier. So we're going to use simple ground and the remote wire in the amp, because we want this thing to turn on, or at least I do. I want it to turn on only when the amplifier is running, because that's when I need the cooling. Now, if you need the cooling just for general reasons, you can tap into any of the ACC power wires underneath your seat to trigger things on. So you just kind of run that one wire or two wires through so you have a ground into your saddlebag, and then you can use some like Velcro or something to mount this in your bag and to keep things cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just, again, proof of concept, I'm going to organize this a little bit different, but I'm going to go ahead and put this in, and we'll check the temp right before we start, and we'll give it about 15 to 20 minutes or so and check the temp again. Let me go ahead and get this set up and I'll show you how it works. Okay guys, so I've got this thing hooked up and literally just laid it right here. So it's not even blowing directly on the amplifier. The whole point of it is just to circulate the air that is trapped inside the saddlebag around and see if it provides the true cooling that would be needed to cool whatever it is inside your bag. And you could probably even hook this up to like your aux switch if you have one on your fairing, and just control it through that if that's how you want to do it. So it's not always running if you connect it to your ACC wires or whatever. Anyhow, so our amp right now is 132 degrees, so it's cooled down a little bit just because I've had the bag open and the power is off. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on and we'll see this fan kick on with the amplifier. Okay, there's a little bit of a delay because that's the amp takes a minute or two. Okay, fan just kicked on its own. I've got the exact same parameter set up, so the radio's pushing power to the amplifier to include sound through the input. I don't have the speakers hooked up because I don't want it just blaring here in the garage and annoying everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this lid. So all we've done is added in that little fan. Like I said, that can be mounted anywhere, so it's nice and easy to put in place, and you can even put it underneath. So you saw I had put the amp on the table, little table there. You could probably put it underneath there, and that way nothing would fall in it and block it from running. So we're gonna give it about 30 minutes or so and check the temperature and see how it's performed. So this thing's been running for a little while now, about 30 minutes actually, because I'm in the middle of cooking up some good stuff. But as you saw, we started it was about a little over 130 degrees. In theory, if the cooling wasn't in there, it should have got right back up to the 140 that it was before without an issue. Let's see how effective the fan that's not even blowing directly on it was in just circulating the air. So I am reading, forgive me, I gotta get the right angle here on this darn thing. We're at about 116 degrees. About 116 degrees. So just it being in there, it's dropped it 20 degrees. Now I'm gonna rotate the fan so that way it blows directly on it, and let's see how well it cools it down. I'm just curious to see if it does it even more so if it's right on top of it. Okay guys, I've only given it about probably less than 10 minutes to run with the fan directly on it because I'm going to see how quick it was going to be. So let's check it out. So you see the fan is just, I just rotated a little bit so that way the air is blowing right down on that amp, and I am picking up 107 degrees. So 107. It dropped it another 10 degrees just by blowing on it in less than 10 minutes. So obviously a very effective way to cool down anything and everything in your saddlebag. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my bike, and you'll see. So I just turn off the bike, lights are off. It's gonna take a minute because the amp doesn't shut off right away. There's a delay. And it shuts off with the amplifier. Pretty neat little setup. Like I said, you could hook it up to where you run it all the time. Anytime your deal is on, you can mount this thing wherever you want just because of it being flat on one side. And it's not going to take up a whole bunch of space in your saddlebag. So that's pretty helpful if you have this need. If you don't need it, then don't put a fan in there, right? And it's $12.99 on Amazon. So dirt cheap, easy solution. I wanted to share that with you guys. in case you're having problems with anything getting too hot in your saddlebag. There you go, guys. Proof is in the pudding. I wanted to share that with you because, again, if you're running into a situation where you're trying to put stuff in your saddlebag, you need to cool it down. That's a great way to do it. There are multiple fans. You just type in Amazon 12-volt fan and a bunch of different styles will come up. I like this one just because I can mount it to the wall of the saddlebag and not impact its ability to circulate the air. Now the downside to that is because the other side is where the intake is, if you put a bunch of stuff on top of it, you're gonna block that intake, right? So you may need to get creative. Just providing a solution. There are many different ways to skin a cat. This is just one of them. There are your more traditional like computer type fans. You can try to use something like that as well. But no matter what type of cooling fan you put in your saddlebag, you're always gonna run the chance of blocking the intake. So maybe you put a little, attachment on the backside that just keeps it almost like a drainage thing. So that way things don't ever sit flat on top of it and it always has the ability to suck that air in and you don't suffocate it. So I hope this brought you some value. I hope it found a solution for your problem. If it did, hit that thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, become a subscriber. I would love to have you as a member of our community. Provide your input, provide your experience, ask questions. I may not have the answer, but one of the members of the crew might, and we're just here to try to help each other out. Until my next video does post, I hope to see you in the win.